Hello guys, I am coming up with one more tutorial on 3ds Max. That's for the beginners again. So those who are new to this application, I am continuously making right from the basic tutorials over here. Definitely I'll be going with the intermediate level also. So first let's start again with one more tutorial, modeling. So let's take a reference. Let's open this application. So as you have gone through my other parts before this, modeling a chair, so we'll be modeling one more over here. Let's go into rendering, view image file. Let's go into this Max, and I have downloaded one reference over here. So this is the reference over here. If you see this, this is a kind of a can which you drink, can be used for the soft drinks and all this stuff. So how we can model this particular stuff over here in this 3D application. So very first of all, if you see this object over here, you see that this is a form of a cylinder. So let's go over here. Very first of all, let's take a plane right from the top view over here. Let's take a cylinder. So after you have taken a cylinder over here, let's take over here. Once you're done with this cylinder, let's reduce the height of the cylinder. Press F4 as I've explained you. Select this, give any color to it, and we have one modifier. So what is the use of modifier? Modifier helps you to modify any object. So you have a modifier list over here. Let's take a modifier and take a modifier called taper, T-A-P-E-R. Let's take this modifier. Once you take this modifier, you have an option called amount. You can increase or decrease the amount of this modifier. So let's increase its amount a bit, not much. You can take a bit of its amount, go into cylinder, and if you want to reduce the radius over here, that can be done. You can go into the cylinder and just reduce its height. So let's again go into the taper, and you can increase or decrease the amount of the taper. So once you're done with this tapering part, so as you know this, if you on and off this modifier, the effect will go away. Can you see this? Alright. So right click on it and convert to editable poly. So once you click on this editable poly, you are definitely converted into an editable object. So now if you go into this, your modifier is being merged over here. So you can go into this vertex, edge, border, polygon, element, that all things can be done. So select this polygons over here now, and let's use an inset. So this is an inset option over here. If you click on this inset option, you see that you can just insert this polygons. So let's insert this polygons and click OK. So once you're done, you can just delete this face. As you can see, you have deleted this face over here. That's it. Alright. So now what I want is, I want to create this cap over here. For this cap, what we'll be doing over here is like, let's take a cylinder over here, right from the top view. Let's take a cylinder and push the cylinder on top over here. So scale the cylinder a bit. So scale the cylinder. So push it a bit over here and increase its sides over here of this cylinder. So once you're done with this, now what I can do over here is like, I can still increase its radius a bit. Right click, convert to editable poly. Select the polygons over here, insert it. You can just insert this polygon. For this, once you have inserted it, after insert is done, you have one more option over here that's called extrude. So I explained you the extrude option. Let's extrude it in the negative axis and click OK. That's it. So once you're done, you can just push it down then just push it in this way. So you can go over here and you can just scale it from the top. Even you can scale it a bit right from the center. So now what I can do over here is like I'll select this polygon again over here, and again I will use a bit of inset, and we have one more option over here that's called bevel. So if you click on this bevel option, bevel has two options over here, that's called bevel height and bevel outline. So if you're using a height, this is your height and this is your outline. So let's use first as a height over here, a bit over here in this way. That's it. Okay. So once you're done, you can just keep it as it is. Again inset it. So I'm going to inset it more over here till here, and I'll click OK. So now again I'm going to use bevel. So again I'm going to use bevel over here, and bevel in the upward direction, and increase this stuff over here. So once you are done with it, you can just push it a bit up, and you can just click OK. So again select this, again use a bit of inset, this much if the inset is okay, perfectly fine, and click OK. Alright, so once you're done over here, now what I can do is like I can use the extrude option in the positive axis and push this up. And now you can see these details that can be generated. So let's select this edge as I explained you, and ring, that's your Alt R, and use the connect option. So what I'll be doing is I'm just taking few connects over here, and I'm just going to bring it more closer and just push this down. That's it. So again I'm going to go into this front view, select all these polygons, and I'm going to use a bevel in by local normal, so it will scale it from all the axes. So let's save the file first. So select this, bevel it, as you can see this, so you can just scale it in this way. Alright, so let's do this in the right manner. So select this all and just go on giving the bevel option over here. So once you are done with this, you can just go into this view, and you can see this, we have just achieved this stuff. That's it. So now in this, what we'll be doing is like we have some details over here. For that, I'll be just selecting this edge over here, selecting this edge. You can just double click on the edge to select all the edges. Control and double click to select all the edges. R, and you can, if you want to scale a bit, so you can just scale a bit inside. You can do that if you want. You can select this, and you can do the changes which are required over here, that can be easily done. So you can just achieve that stuff in this way. Now if you see this, we have some circles over here. So what I'll be doing is like, I'll take a sphere over here. Let's take a sphere and right click and convert to editable poly. Select this half sphere, delete it, and I'm just going to place it in the right place. Scale this. You can scale it if you want. Now there is an option over here. Now if I want to rotate this right from the center of this object, how I can do that is like, click on this hierarchy, effect pivot only, and push it to the center of this, and close this. Now if you rotate it, can you see this? Now you can just easily rotate it. So what I'll be doing is like, there is an option over here that's called angle snap toggle. So if you click on this, again if you right click on it, if you want to rotate it in any of the degrees, you can just set the degree as 45 degree. Now press shift and drag, shift and rotate it to rotate it. So how many copies you want, you can just take that number of copies. So if you don't want so many copies, you can just delete it. So you can take it as a 60 degree over here. So just, that's it. Alright. So once you are done with this, just select this hole and let's give a color to it. And if you think that this is very straight, you can rotate it. If you want, you can just rotate it, although it is straight only. Alright, so now I need some kind of smoothness over here. So select this cylinder over here, select this edges. So let's select this all the edges. So select this, alt and drag to select this edges, and we have one more option over here called chamfer. So once you click on the chamfer, chamfer will give you the smoothness on the edges. Can you see this? Yeah. So once you give chamfer, you can just smoothen it. So if you want to smoothen it a bit, you can use the chamfer. That's it. Alright. So once you're done with this, you can just click OK over here. That's it. Alright. Okay. So we forgot to remove this top. So select this. Let's use a bit of inset over here. Click OK and just extrude it, push it down and just delete it. That's it. Alright. So that's your model is done over here. So you can use all the views, press shift and drag to make a copy of it. If you come out of the wireframe mode, you can see the reference. You can see this in all the views. So this is your front view, this is your top view, this is your side view, and this is your perspective. That's it. So we'll come up with more tutorials. So thanks for watching this tutorial.